It's time to rev it up and roll with America's premier motorcycle talk show. Open Road Radio is on the air with Gina Woods and other guest hosts. And now, with riding on their minds, here's your hosts of Open Road Radio.
All right, it's time for Open Road Radio, and we've got Dazzlin and Penny in the house. Hey, ladies.
Hey, good evening. Good evening, Las Vegas. Good evening, Chicago, coast to coast.
Hello, everybody.
Fantastic. We are 107.1 FM and 1400 AM K-Shop Radio at the Full Throttle Law Studios. Fantastic. And we have a news station coming up next week on Open Road Radio starting. We're going to be on 92.5 FM Rebel Radio WYPC. So
that is awesome. Fabulous.
Yeah.
Congrats. We're talking with Milwaukee as well. So getting that close to home, but coast to coast. Right?
Yeah. Good. Milwaukee's a perfect area to have a show.
It really is. And speaking of a show, we're going to talk a little bit about a recap of a big show. I'm telling you what, the museum on Saturday was so freaking awesome, you guys. Erica from the Harley-Davidson Museum, she was just like, this is the largest pinhead rally coverage in the world. And I mean, it really was. It just, on the Pandemonium ride, we had 86 pinheads just troopsing across Wisconsin. It was just so cool. I can't wait to tell you guys more about it. Tom Hood is going to join us. He was on the ride with his 54 pinhead chopper, and he's going to talk about his experience. We also are going to talk to Penny about your recap about Born Free, another chopper venue. I'm sure there was a great turnout, great weather. It was amazing weather all week for this ride in Wisconsin, and I heard that just around the country it was good weather everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about our trip last year to Born Free yesterday as I was watching all the coverage and all the pop-ups were coming up in my memories, and we had such a fabulous trip riding out there and riding all over Southern California. So we
Dazzlin, that was my favorite, one of my favorite trips. I tell everybody, I must have talked about that a lot over the weekend as well, because people were talking about Born Free, and I was like, oh, me and Dazzlin went to Tuscany.
One of my favorite memories of that trip was when the front of your shirt came unbuttoned at 85 miles per hour.
No,
and it was
I found the shirt
incident in Los Angeles.
I found the shirt that did that, because guess what? It did it again. Now I know which shirt it is.
I saw it. It was the one with you in the banner picture. I was like, I think that was the shirt.
It was.
Are you sure that's not
this is that shirt? As I had to keep doing this. But I was in the sidecar, so I could keep doing it.
That's not an intentional thing, huh, Gina?
It was definitely not. It's one of my favorite shirts.
Don't do anything for ratings. Don't let her kid you, folks. If you're listening, just know Gina Woods, for almost 27 years, has been doing whatever she can for those ratings.
Yeah, I'm telling you, right? That shirt just keeps flying open. Oh my God. Yeah, there was a Paquito discussion about that, but we're not going to talk about that right here. So, and then after Penny kind of gets us a recap on the fabulous Born Free, which I'm really excited to hear about, Dazzlin's going to tell us, because man, she is ripping roaring, and she's getting ready to hit the open road next Sunday.
I am. Sunday, 3:30 in the morning. I can't wait. I wish it was right now. Well, not right now, like right after the show right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm
I
ready.
bet you're so excited. I can't wait to talk to you more about it.
I can't get any more ready, so I'm ready to kick it off.
Fantastic. Hey, we got Dennis. We've got Big D in the house from Marengo. Hello, ladies. Good evening. Vanessa says hello from Cali. Bob Schultz says hello from St. Louis. I was going to say Sturgis, but Bob, I met in Sturgis, and he helped load one of our bikes. I guess that was that my bike? Onto the trailer. Anyways, Bob helped us, and he's a cool cat. We like him. But thanks everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. Give it a like, give it a share, and let us know what you think. Drop your comments right there in the box, and we can talk to you as we tell you more about the show coming up. So let's get into it a little bit. Chris Fierro. Chris, hey, it was great to see you. I can't wait to get together with you and Angel. Couldn't get that out, Angela. And have you guys over. He came out, and for the people were everywhere, you guys. It was just amazing. Mickey D, great to see you. Go ahead, Corey, and show us some pictures. I think we're gonna do some pictures, and then we got a couple videos. We got a couple videos to play for you tonight. Got one of Dazzlin as well. We're gonna throw in there. She doesn't know which one yet, so
I don't.
So the Panhead 75th anniversary party was just a huge kickoff. You know, we it was 3 and there were stops everywhere, guys. It was fantastic, from Hoban Brothers to Carmex, where they had the World's Fair. Oh my God, that was just amazing. You know, for all these people to sit and listen. I think Corey's got a clip of it. We're going to play that. Doesn't even begin to tell you what a huge area this was, and the loudness of this organ. It would go boom. It was just incredible. It was this whole wall, and then the bells would play, and then the organs would go. It was wild. And that's at Carmex. This guy is a huge motorcycle collector, and he had at least 25, 30 vintage bikes right in front of his desk where he works every day. And I'm like, seriously.
Wow.
Really fun. I want to bring him on the air sometime, because it was crazy amazing. The loudness in the place. It was beautiful. And he played for us for like 20 minutes to several different Gone with the Wind, and then he'd play something, rock and roll. It was wild.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so he'll have to explain that to us. Really, really great stuff. The ride itself, I didn't even know that there were so many beautiful roads in Wisconsin. I mean, anything's better than Illinois practically, but man, we were just going. There were so many hills and just, it was so smooth and picturesque, and it was great. Corey's got a little clip from that we're going to play now too. It starts out with John and Jake. It ends at one of these stops that there was a little babbling brook by there, so I had to get the babbling brook because it was so relaxing after 3 days. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Nice.
But
Nice.
there was a lot from Doc Harley Davidson, and that's one that we were talking with the Doc Dazzlin that we got to get you out there because it's just such an amazing place.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going. We're going to go do all that stuff from the last few shows. Everything we've been covering for, I don't know, 8 weeks now, leading up to it. At the hotel, just everything. I'm going to make a special trip out there next year. I'm going to plan it ahead and just fly in, rent a bike, and go to all those places.
Absolutely. Or maybe I'll have a bike for you.
Maybe
So,
you will.
yes.
Maybe you will.
So yeah, it was just a fantastic trip. Dr. Harley Davidson, Bonnie and Clyde's, Rick Kirsten was fabulous talking with us. Put on a whole had a guy there playing acoustic, and we kept doing these group pictures with that banner. Circus World Museum was crazy.
I want to see that.
If you could get all of these bikers to sit under the big top for a show, it was hilarious. I'm telling you, like no way in hell, right? But it was a great show, and I got to ride an elephant. This is the last year. They're retiring the elephants next year, so I'm taking the grand girls back up to Baraboo.
That's not an elephant, Corey. That's right. No, I'm just kidding.
So
you riding the elephant?
I got to ride the elephant. In fact, all these bikers rode elephant. John Bartman and Jake rode an elephant. John rode an elephant. And Liz Reedy rode an elephant. A lot of people rode the elephant. It was crazy. I was like, no way these bikers going to get on elephants. And sure enough, they did.
They ride dangerous things. A biker will ride anything.
Right. Anything on two. Yeah.
They will throw a leg over just about anything.
That's pretty good. We'll stick to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great time. You know, we had an escort by Milwaukee's Finest to the Harley Davidson Museum. And if you've never gone across the bridge where the lake is, and then come up onto 6th Avenue, cross that bridge and go down into the museum with an escort, with the police going around. It's just crazy amazing. I think we've got one clip from that. So by the time we got out to the road, we were all in twos, and you could just see for miles when you were on the bridge going into downtown, you could see for miles behind you, like 2 miles back, and everybody in twos. And these were all panheads from 48 to 65. And it was mind blowing. It was just what a collection of cool vintage bikes and great people. So, you know, when you hang out with people for 7 days, you know, and you just see each other at all these stops, it's really something.
I don't know if I've ever seen that many running panheads
I know, right?
All at once in my life.
Well,
That's
there were even
amazing.
more. There were even more on Saturday once we got to the museum. There were probably well over 600 bikes there altogether, 700 bikes. And then we played field games, bite the weenie, and the cone games, put the egg on the cone, and I mean, and the plank. It was really a good time. I was sad to leave, but really
Ready to go.
yeah, but ready to be home. So, bittersweet, very bittersweet. But real quick with us, I believe that we have Tom Hood. Do we have Tom Hood with us, Corey?
Yeah,
We do indeed. So Tom was on the ride, and I just wanted him to share the experience with us and say hello to you ladies real fast and give us a little bit of feedback on what he thought. Hey, Tom, welcome to the show.
Hey, Tom, welcome.
Hi.
Thank you. We had a ball. It was absolutely fun. We came all the way from Boston, me and two other guys, and two panheads and a modern bike, and we had a great time. And we showed up. We got my bike down off the lift, my 54 down off the lift at about 6:30 on Friday night, and drove all night to get to Wisconsin in time to make the riders meeting with the organ, which was absolutely impressive. And
wasn't that impressive?
It was incredible. And I mean, Gina's right. The guy has an incredible motorcycle collection as well. He has a Vincent Model C. He has a Henderson 4 in original condition. He has 4 or 5 knuckles and a couple of BMWs. He has an R60/2 that's even nicer than mine. So I'm kind of jealous, but and then there was the organ.
How was that for all week? I mean, that was a pretty rigid ride, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's an old school chopper. It was an old club bike from Texas, from San Antonio, years and years ago. Chopped sometime in the 70s, and pretty much as found. I did put a Apparel seat on it and the Z bars, but other than that, it's pretty much as I found it. So it's a survivor chop. It is a rusty, noisy Springer, and it's definitely a rigid. You'll feel it. But yeah, I mean, we put a lot of miles on these things, and we have a great time with it. We just got back, as a matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago from El Diablo run from Temecula, California, San Felipe, and Baja.
Bucket list. I so want to do that run. I've always
Bill puts it on every 2 years. You got to go. You put it on your bucket list. It's something you got to do.
Yeah,
and,
I want to do that
right there. That's from Joshua Tree, which is a great place, by the way, to do a little motorcycle camping on your way down to Temecula. So
wow, that is so close. So how long have you had that?
I've had this bike about 4 years now.
Okay.
And that's on the way between Mexicali and San Felipe. There's a stretch of 125 miles without gas stations, and when you have a 2-gallon tank, you better bring your own.
Yep. Right on.
So, that was a 2,500 mile trip. So the 600 miles around Wisconsin didn't really seem like it was that bad.
Yeah, I'll bet, right? But man, you never got it. I mean, I don't know if you did or not, but it didn't seem like you had any problems with it.
No, not really. I thought I might have a little transmission leak, but I dropped the fluid at one of the very nice Harley dealers at Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Harley was nice enough to lend me a lift and some tools, and I dropped the transmission fluid, and I put 22 ounces in originally and got 17 out, so it wasn't actually leaking anything at all. So
out of 86 bikes, I think there were 3 that went on the trailer. Amy. A deer hit Amy's bike, and she got.
That was a Softail, and she got awful lucky on that.
She got awfully lucky. She never dropped the bike. She rode it out. She ended up in the hospital. They released her, and she was on crutches for the next couple of days. Leo's bike broke down. He had a binding in the transmission, and his bike went on the trailer. Another guy's bike, but other than that, it was seamless. Out of that many bikes to be rip roaring, 600-700 miles, it was pretty.
When you got 86 panheads and then a half a dozen knuckles and flatheads and old sporties and whatnot, and you only have 2 breakdowns and 1 wreck. That's amazing.
That
And,
is really amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Impressive.
over 4 days and 600 miles, you figure that, that you'll have more than that in casualties in modern bikes,
Right, exactly.
Don't put that voodoo on me today, Tom. No, I'm getting ready to ride 10,000 miles in 10 days, and we don't want none of those statistics.
Yeah,
Well,
you know.
10 iron butts in a row. That's pretty good. You want to do it on a hardtail?
My tail's hard enough. I'm good.
So, Tom, that last picture shows that you were doing the barrel races and
Yep.
at the museum, and I think you won a couple prizes, didn't you?
I did. This is the if I can get the light right on it. This is the 3rd prize for the barrel race, and then I got another 3rd place with a kid named Caden that I picked out of the crowd, the lightest kid I could find to ride as my rider, so I wouldn't feel his weight leaning over. And we got 3rd in ball and cone. And then
I thought you were going to pull that motor up and say that was one of the trophies. I was going to be
no,
like,
that's
man.
74. It's an old shovel head motor that obviously needs rebuilt, but I use it for yard art for my.
You got it in your man cave there, don't you?
Yeah, this is the 1st place trophy for the weenie bike.
Yeah.
Oh, that is way cool.
I also recruited for that. I found a young lady who I thought would probably have the best chance of
chance to buy wieners.
And sure enough,
Not a wiener biter in the crowd.
there is a picture of this somewhere.
Okay, let's see it.
How did you come to that conclusion, Tom?
Yeah, Tom.
It's probably not politically correct to describe how I found out.
That's good.
Yeah, we got Justin over at K Shop 1400 listening in, ready to just put us all on mute. So,
Right.
You know, the FCC has got their ears open.
That's funny.
Tell us later.
Well, Tom, that is great. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. I'm so
Yeah.
glad to have met you on the ride, but so many people, so many great
We had
friends, and
so
made
much
lots
fun
of new
between
ones.
the yard games and Doc's was amazing. I mean, Doc is just a tremendous guy, and to even meet him, he's an absolute legend in the nitro bike racing community. He's at the HDRA. You mentioned Doc from Doc's Harley, and everybody knows him.
Yeah, everybody does. And Kirsten and Doc lit it up for us too. And I posted that video, and I think I got a couple of hits on it. But yeah, that was big fun, big highlight. Everybody welcomed us with open arms, made us feel really
And we
special.
got to ride Route 55, which is really one of the best Wisconsin roads. So, yeah. It was
So
cool.
fantastic. Well, I could tell you had just as great a time as I did, if not more. I couldn't stop smiling and still can't. It was really a well worth the time and trip. And I
Absolutely.
encourage everybody to go in the next in 5 more years when they have it again.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I see Danny chiming in on there. Yeah, he had a great time on his 2008 too. We had a wonderful time.
Oh, that's fantastic, Daniel. Thank you. I'm glad that you piped in as well to let us know. We appreciate it.
Thanks for sending 99 stars to the show. I don't think I've seen that pop up on it. I don't know what that even involves, but he sent us 99 stars.
That's
Tom,
good.
I think you got
That's
stars.
awesome.
Yeah. That's
Thank
great.
you so much.
And yeah, you may see little traces of Jack here, and he's one of my cats has decided he wants to join the conversation.
Aw.
That's it. Oh yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Fantastic. Tom, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Yep.
We're going to move on to Penny's recap, and I look forward to riding with you again very soon.
Awesome. Yep. See y'all.
All right, man. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Tom.
See you, Tom. Yeah.
Good times. So lots of good times. And I think this, it was so packed. And I just think that this whole year is going to be like that. I think there's going to be a lot of events with record attendance.
Yeah, I
Looking
totally
like.
agree. Born Free had their record attendance. I'll guarantee it. I mean, everybody was talking about how it appeared to be the biggest Born Free that, they had ever been to yet. And by the sea of bikes in the parking lot, it looked like it to me as well. So it was cool. It was really cool. It's a 2-day event. And saw a lot of people. Obviously, they had a lot of vendors there. I think more vendors than ever also.
And
So
what canyon is that? That's
it's in Santiago Canyon. I think it's called Oak Park Canyon.
Don't you remember?
That's where Dazzlin likes to keep going up, up,
Then
up,
we
up,
took that
up.
all the way. I don't know. I thought we were going to Mars or something. And we had to come back down. I don't know where Siri was taking us that day, but it was a beautiful ride to the
It
top.
was. I was just laughing, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" There was nowhere to turn around.
We're gonna die.
Nowhere. We just had to keep going up, 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 and then down, down, down.
And the weather couldn't have been any better. I mean, the weather was in the 70s, and it was a little warm in the canyon because it's kind of a bowl, as you guys remember.
Yeah.
But I mean, it couldn't have been better riding weather. Another way I know they had a really good show is I had heard the cars had to wait in line for an hour and a half at one point to get in. They were just all the way down Santiago Canyon. It was great. And I know that Cook's Corner, they host everybody at night, and they had a great turnout as well.
Wow.
There were some cool things. Christian Sosa from Sosa Metalworks, he had his daughter there, and she entered her. Well, no, I take that back. She didn't enter it into the builder's invite, but it was there. She was sponsored by Harley. And oh my God, you should have seen the bike. In fact, there's a picture in there somewhere of her bike. And Christian was so proud, to have his daughter. Those are my two friends. That's V. She's local here. She's got a really rad vintage shop in Vegas, and clothing shop. And then that's my friend Debbie. She used to work with a lot of the automotive and motorcycle publications back in the day. And she came with me. She's not a rider. V rides the heck out of her motorcycle. But Debbie was like, her jaw was dropped the whole time. She's like, oh my God, that's so cool.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. So the three of us hung out, and Dave Perowitz and Jody Perowitz was there. Jody had her FXR and the FXR show. Got to see them. Obviously the Ives brothers doing the Wall of Death were there. There's Christian and
cool. That video for you too. I'm sorry I didn't get the clip on it, but that would have been cool.
Oh, no worries. But that's Christian
last year
and his daughter.
Last year. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
I said last.
Yeah.
Last year, Karen Davidson. We ran into Karen Davidson there, and just it was cool. And who is this? I'm sorry.
That's Christian Sosa from Sosa Metalworks, him and his daughter. And she actually is learning fabrication. I think she's 16. And she did a lot of work on that remodel of that bike, and she just did a fabulous job. And you could tell she was just eating it up, and Dad was all proud. And
that's awesome. That's what we want to see.
It is. And I know Rick Bray was there with his daughter. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. So that was really cool, seeing a lot of younger generation people, hands-on, doing work. SNS, a lot of vendors. PM, LaPera, got to chat with Christine LaPera, Corey Ness a little bit. Everybody was so busy, really. They were just swamped with customers. Kiwi Mike, he was there. It was good to see him.
I saw that.
Yeah. Cool thing, they had a raffle. And what they do with this raffle, which I found really, really interesting, they raffled off a 1957 Panhead. And if you're not there, they pick another ticket. You got 5 minutes to get to the stage.
Wow. Jason Sims won last year. He won my
that's
bike. I was
right.
supposed to win that bike.
Oh my God.
Instead, you won Vans tennis shoes or something?
I did win Vans tennis shoes.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
It was cool, but I wanted the bike.
I know, right? It took them 3 tickets, and a gentleman by the name of Chemo won it. And I did get a little bit of an update on the winners of the invite only show. Let me see if I can find that really quick. So Small City Cycles, they won best of show. And
Nice.
then Michael
Congratulations.
Right. Then Michael Lichter posted something saying that Wrecked Metalworks, Matt Whitlock, Ryan Stalcup, and Sean Rogers had a big and emotional Born Free after winning the first place award in the Invited Builders category for their 1959 custom Harley-Davidson Rigid Panhead. Listen to this. This is super cool. In addition to the enlarged check for $3,000, it included a Moon Eye sponsored trip to Japan for the Boise, Idaho-based bike and builder.
Oh, wow.
To take the bike to Japan.
Isn't that
Wow.
cool?
That is cool. See, it was a Panhead weekend.
It was,
a
and
Panhead
I was
weekend.
laughing because when I
Wow.
read that, I'm like, how cool is that? You
It
know,
was a Panhead weekend.
there were so
gotta
many
miss-
can heads and knuckleheads and that show that were just outstanding.
That's fantastic. So glad you had a great time. I want to go again next year. I wanted to go again this year, but I couldn't couldn't be in 2 places at one time.
I
Can't
know.
do it.
I know.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
That's
Damn
okay. They take a couple years off now from that one. And
Right.
Come out here and
Or
ride
the-
with us.
Yeah.
Or you just got to win a jetliner and be in, be able to whiz by. At least I have 2 hours. I could still
a
get there.
better chance of just riding. I don't see that time in my future.
Well, we do have the 120th celebration coming up, Gina.
We do. We're going to talk about that
You going?
later. But right now, let's hit an ad break real fast, pay some bills. And when we come back, we're going to talk to Ms. Dazzlin.
Yes, we are.
Okay, let's
Give it a like, give it a share. We'll be right back after these messages, everybody.
All right.
Sorry, Corey. Did I spring that on you?
Yeah, I think, dude, you're like, Gina, you're 3 minutes early for this one.
Am I? Oh, that's why he's freaking
Yeah,
out.
Corey's
He's
like,
she doesn't do that.
Yeah.
watching the baby eat.
You're right. Yeah, he's taking care of the baby until 6:40
Yeah.
comes. But yeah, so until Corey gets here, I'll just brag a little bit more about Born Free. I'm not kidding you, man. That show, if you have never been there, folks, you got to hit. And I wanted to say congrats to Grant and Mike and Lisa Ballard and the whole team
Yes.
there.
I want to say
for
hello to
putting that
Grant and Mike
together.
too.
Yeah, because they work hard on that show. So
Jake was talking. He was talking to somebody, and Scrapper Dan was there, and so was AJ, who was in the chase with Jake, who's his age. And he was saying, well, it is kind of like a young hipster kind, hip kids. And I was like, no, Jake, there's people of all ages. But he wants to go next year for sure.
yeah, it is very diverse. You know what does stink is that I collect the Born Free skate decks. I was having so much fun, I forgot to buy a skate deck.
Oh,
So I gotta call Grant.
Yeah, good luck. They sell out.
I know, I'm sure they're sold
sell
out, but
Okay, 2 of these Pandemonium. You put these on your side cover.
oh, nice.
That's cool. Yeah, they like rivet
Beautiful.
and they're heavy. So yeah, I got.
Beautiful.
So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay, Corey's ready for a break. We'll go to a break.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go to break.
Thanks, Corey.
Thanks, Corey.
Products fix problems, Andrews solves them. With nearly 50 years of passion, precision, and high performance, Andrews Products changes the world of motorsports. Engineered and manufactured in-house, Andrews excels by using aircraft steel, then machining to the closest industry tolerances. If you need powerful cams, gears, and transmissions for your ride that are proudly made in America, use Andrews Products. Contact AndrewsProducts.com or call our tech line Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 847-759-0190.
How can you tell if somebody actually cares? Look at their actions. At Full Throttle Law, we are all about protecting riders. We have sponsored or created over 20 safety-focused events in the past year alone. Track days, riding seminars, emergency response classes, first aid courses, garage nights, and fundraisers for local independent charities. Any law firm can help you get a settlement if you get hurt, but we're already on the road with you, doing everything we can to make sure we all get home safe at the end of the ride. Full Throttle Law. We ride together.
Motorcycle accident? Call Larry. Larry Disparti and the team at the Disparti Law Group know how to win motorcycle accident cases. Proudly serving bikers across Illinois and Wisconsin, Larry knows the law and he knows how to win. Insurance questions? Call Larry for a free policy review. And now Larry is giving away an incredible custom bike. Enter for a chance to win at the Brower House Tire Swarm Car and Bike Show every Thursday night. There's a reason why Disparti Law Group has been named one of the most influential law firms in the U.S. and has won more than $1 billion for their clients. If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, call Larry Disparti at 312-600-6000 and find out why bikers across Illinois and Wisconsin say Larry wins. Now, let's ride.
All right, we're back.
And we're back. I thought we were going to play that PSA, but maybe he didn't have it queued up.
Not sure. 1400K shop. We see you in the house, 107.1. Hey, Las Vegas, give us a shout out. And if you are ever in an accident in Las Vegas, just tell your smartphone to call Full Throttle Law.
That's smart. Okay, he said it wasn't attached with the commercials. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, Dazzlin, dazzle us up, girl, and tell us what is going on. You are very close to your trip that we've been talking about for, I don't know, a couple months now, but you've been getting ready for months, and I'm so proud of you. I think you started January 1st, didn't you?
I did. I started on January the 1st. I had 185 days, and I now have 6 days. And so I don't know where
that fly by or what?
It really did. And, when you think about getting ready for something 6 months ahead of time, and I remember thinking that's so far away, and everyone saying, "Oh, that's so far away," but it really has snuck up on me so fast now. So I started back on January 1. I joined the gym. I came out of retirement from the fitness protection program because physically that is a pretty challenging ride. It's back to back 10 iron butts in a row. So it's going to be about 10,000 miles, ride 48 states in 10 days with 18 of my closest friends. You can follow the journey at the Highway Burglar and Burglarette on Facebook and Instagram. And you can also join my own personal journey on 48 states in 10 days with Dazzlin on Facebook and HD Dazzlin on Instagram. And we will be posting daily updates throughout the ride.
And was there a way that we had
so find it now, which I think is kind of like the Dog the Bounty Hunter for motorcycles. So thanks, big shout out to Finn. It got installed. Henderson Harley Davidson put it on for me, and I get an update every time my bike moves. So when it turns on and when it turns off. So my bike is getting its final services right now over at Boulder Chopper, getting just the final nuances, the tires, the brakes, everything. And at 5:33, I got a notification that it was turned on, and at 5:39, it was turned off, which means she's ready. She's
That's
ready to
awesome.
roll. So,
Does that help you sleep better at night just to know that you got that extra
oh,
protection?
I'm
100%.
sure.
Because when you're out on the road and you're parked in hotels every night,
The ones you can't bring it in the room?
you can't, and you don't have a garage to put it in every night. So that is definitely going to be nice to know that my baby is safe. And in the event that something happened, Finn, they say call them first and then call law enforcement, because they will get busy right away. And then you call law enforcement, you call them back, and then they cooperate with local agencies throughout the United States so they can track it and get started looking for your baby.
That's awesome. Is there a way for us to get on that to track, or?
I'm not sure. I can't. I mean, obviously, Gina, I can give you my password and login, and you'll be able to see it. But you can also follow along on Life 360. I've posted the link
Oh, good.
to the
I have
to the
it.
app Life 360.
Okay.
So you can join the
Excellent.
circle. You can turn your own personal sharing off, so you don't have to share it with others that are on that. And my location sharing will go live on Sunday morning about 3:00 in the morning. She'll know that I've hit kickstands up on time, and you'll be able to follow in the moment. You'll be able to tell how fast I'm going as well. So
Whoa.
don't tell Stevie.
I know that Dazzlin's got a need for speed, but Dazzlin's put a lot of work into this. Corey, let's play a little something real quick that we picked up for Dazzlin.
Okay.
Because we know how hard we can talk over this one, he said. That's right. So this is Dazzlin. I just love that you've been doing these and you've been keeping everybody posted and telling us a little bit about your journey through all these exercises, and you just inspire the hell out of me and how much you've done to, is it every day you're in the gym?
So I was with a personal trainer 2 to 3 days a week, and then in water fitness another two times a week. But last Thursday was my last muscle training with Coach Jeremy at EOS. Right now, I'm just allowing my body to rest, and I'm on something I haven't been able to do for 6 months. I'm on carb load.
Nice.
So my diet this
nice.
week is a little different. There's my team, that picture there. So the little shorty to my left with the mask, that's Coach Jeremy. He also has lupus. So
wow.
he was selected by Antonio, who's on his left. Antonio is the manager there at that EOS on St. Rose Parkway in Henderson. And he selected Jeremy because when you have special challenges with autoimmune and other chronic disease, you don't want a trainer that has no sympathy for joint pain and those things. So,
and doesn't have a clue how it makes you feel.
Or how to train someone with those challenges.
Right.
Jeremy, man, what a godsend. He was fabulous. But that's the whole team at EOS. They've been following my journey. And I continue to make complaints about Jeremy because I can't find the 22 pounds of fat that I traded in for lean muscle. So,
oh my God, good girl. Wow. So inspiring. So how much weight altogether?
29 pounds, but I haven't been on a diet per se for about 10 weeks. I've been in maintenance, which is just adding, changing muscle and fat and that kind of stuff. So it's been great. It's given me a different perspective on life. Every pound you lose is 4 pounds less pressure on your knees and your ankles. So
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
feels like a ton of bricks off my shoulders.
Wow.
That is great.
I'm so excited for you. You inspire me
Very
so much. We're
Yeah.
so proud of you, and we want to contribute to your success. And we are just ever so in awe of what you've done, and we want you to have enough money to go on your trip as well and give you a little something.
What is it?
Can we even get this? And
Yeah, we can get it. Hell yeah. So
Aww.
we are giving you $500. I know that's very minimal, but it just
That's
help you to
great.
get a little gas money or maybe a little dessert that you so deserve. And he's spinning around. All right, Carol Merrill.
congrats,
Thank you
girl.
guys so
Yeah.
much.
So that is for you, and we appreciate. We don't know how you're going to fit that in your saddlebag, but you'll figure it out.
I'm gonna fold it. I'm gonna put it in one of those space bags and suck the air out of it, and before you know it, it'll fit inside. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. It's about 35 gallons of gas a day. So that is going to be great. You just gassed me up for a few days, provided a roof over my head and a place to sleep for 3.5 hours one night. So thank you.
You are so welcome. We're so proud of you, and we can't wait to track you. Carrie is asking what the tracking unit name is. That is Find It Now GPS. But you also have a tracking website. Tell them what that is.
So you can use the Fin, which you have to have installed at a dealership. In order to follow me on the trip, you can go to Life 360, and you can download that at the App Store for either Android or iPhone. And if you go to 48 states with Dazzlin, 48 states in 10 days with Dazzlin, I'll have the circle link up, which I will be sharing my in the moment journey with you. So I would love it if you follow along. Each night we'll be posting the states. In order to get credit on this ride, I have to post a picture of myself in front of those with a specific, it's a flag that Gorilla Blue has done, and it's numbered by who's putting the flag up.
Right. It's kind of like an iron butt. You have to verify the places that you're at.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm looking forward, and I've got a sticker pack, just like a little toddler. And each night I'll be adding those stickers to my tour pack.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I want to
I'm
go.
so excited for you. I can't wait.
We had last the Road Warrior.
Yeah, Rob Carlo
last week has sent me some tips and tricks. He has over 300,000 miles on a motorcycle, and I'll be with my
well over 300,000.
good friend
300,000. That's
Bollinger that has 1.5 million miles on a bike, and Gorilla Blue, who is the original highway burglar. He is going to be tagging me along like a tugboat. He's done long distance riding for a really long time, and he threw the challenge out to me, and I want to thank him for putting me on the path to getting ready for this journey.
Well, you've done a great job. So proud of you, and can't wait to follow along. Carrie, that was the Find It Now GPS. So Find It Now. Bill came up to was one of our sponsors on the Pandemonium, and we got to see him at the Iron Horse Hotel Bike Night, and gave us some giveaways. I gave one away. So they're ever so generous and really great people. So Find It Now GPS, and man, that stuff works. I'm telling you. So very cool. Team Dazzlin. That's right, Carolyn. We're all on Team Dazzlin.
Cupcake plans to be there in the morning. Carolyn is an original diva, so she's been around since the inception of Bling Divas, and she's going to be there in the morning with some of my other sisters to see me off.
Oh, Colleen says Tin Man had 250,000 miles on the same bike, and then more than 400,000 miles total.
Yeah.
Like Dave Zine used to be senator in Wisconsin. He was a 1,000,000 mile man, if you guys remember that from
Oh, I do. I
Yeah,
do.
yeah, that was a big deal. That was a real big deal. I think his bike was in a Harley Davidson museum for quite a while.
Yep.
They've got the Mama Tried exhibit, which we went to. Everybody got a 120 little armband.
Oh,
there
Nice.
for also a free ticket for the new exhibit. So Jenny Bass and Mama Tried, a bunch of people had their bikes in from Mama Tried. So
nice.
go back up there and just spend the day and see that. So fantastic, Dazzlin. We're gonna send you off with a little bit of a check there, and so excited. And if you're going to be live, I'm going to be on as well to see you off. So I'll be there in spirit or online.
Yep.
I love
Look
it.
at Mickey is so excited for you. Yeah, isn't that wonderful? This is going to be a really great trip. So Team Dazzlin, we're all here.
Yeah.
We're going to be watching you.
If I'm not on a boat or a razor or a motorcycle that weekend, I'll try to get on, or camping, or I'll be in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota.
Cooking in the kitchen.
Corey is telling us we got 2 minutes left, so let's bring up our flyers. And let's get to those really fast. We got our tire swarm. We're having a big party this Thursday. We're waiting for Larry Disparti to come out, and hoping he's going to make it to this one. But we've got our tents and canopies are all set. Christy is going to be in. We've got an aerial girl, she's out there, the ropes, and she does some circus stuff. She's going to be out there with us. Marcella's going to be out there with us. So yeah, come on out this Thursday to Brower House for the tire swarm. There'll be over 500 cars and motorcycles. House of Harley, we will be out there at the 120th, and that is July 12th. They'd like us to set up early. Actually, they're opening it Wednesday through Sunday, the 12th through the 16th for Harley Davidson 120th. That's going to be big fun. And Penny's going to be in town, so we're going to drag her over there too.
Yep.
I'm so jelly.
And also the Vintage Soul. This is Kevin Teach Bass's event, and I can't wait to go to this because it's another vintage thing. July 29th in Minnesota. That's Prior Lake, Minnesota. So he's been doing this, I think, just a couple years, but it is like really growing like crazy. So look out, Born Free. We got something going on up here. No, it'd be nothing like that, but it's really going to be it's going to be a cool event. I know a lot of people that went to it last year and are having a good time with it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
Awesome. Hey, Gina, thank you again. Open Road Radio, I appreciate your very, very generous sponsorship of this.
You so deserve it. You so deserve it. And we can't wait to follow along. So we'll have the real chalk overnighted to you.
Okay.
But you can keep that as a souvenir or try to get
it in my office.
Nice.
All right. Well, next Monday we are live at Brower House. We are not live at Brower House. We are live at Bar Louie. And please come by for a live broadcast. We get patriotic. We're going to have the veterans and the Canines there, Chicago United Riders, some other clubs. Please come out to Bar Louie next Monday night for our 4th of July thing. And we wish everybody a happy 4th of July, but I still have time to tell you that. We wish Dazzlin a good send-off. We'll be watching. And tell everybody where they can catch that takeoff.
You can log in to 48 States in 10 Days with Dazzlin on Facebook, and we will be going live at the kickoff. And then I may try to join you live from my helmet on the road because I got a pretty fancy system. So
that would be way cool. We would love that.
That would be great.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Give it a like, give it a share as you head out. We appreciate that you spent some time with us this evening. You're listening to Open Road Radio, 26 years motorcycle talk radio, and all of our great sponsors that have brought this to you tonight. So thanks for listening, everybody.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you for tuning in to America's premier motorcycle talk show, Open Road Radio.
Hey, thanks for coming along. We hope you enjoyed the ride.